Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's talk about the last volume before I go to volume 4. I finished just now going to Force of Pain and all the side quests. And I have to say, something very interesting happened on volume 3. Option A, they really forget to add some of the changes they did to the volume 1 and 2 to volume 3 because I think I start to gain the normal amount of XP. Like, for example, I finished the game on 130, not like the thing I suppose I would finish before, like 124, 25. But I stopped to gain like 400 XP on areas 3 levels above me to go back to the classic 300. So I would say it was good. Volume 3 was good. I did have some chugs, especially on the Force of Pain, and I don't know why. During the first two games, it never have any FPS drops or things like that. But here on Volume 3, I noticed some things like that. Another problem that I did have is the fact that, for example, in the end, when you gain the Promise greeting card, they kinda they really just said, well, we're not gonna even bother taking the thing where you don't want to. When we warn you about you only gonna get one of this, they just shove that thing under the rug and say fuck. So, let's go with a more easily rundown of about the entire volume. So, volume 3 is the ending, theoretically, the finishing line from the main history, the main plot, so everything you're going to see here. Different than with volume 1 and 2 because the experience was fixed in some way. It didn't feel rushed like it fell on volume 2. But I don't know, there is some things that are still off on my head right now. Be not from the volume because everything, as I said, this part of the review into volume 4, it's all the things that I know, and I know I liked it. I know what I don't like. The fact is, there's still things that are pinching me to give away to a bad volume 4. Why they give me the promise now? Why I'm questioning this is, well, they give originally in volume 3, but since they remaking and volume 4 will be taking the part of volume 3. And there's the epilogue showing you the end and everything. In my head, does feel a little bit would make more sense give the promise on volume 4. But, and that's when it raised me flags. Yeah, it really seems to be the epilogue, and I don't like that idea. I don't know how open volume 4 will be. And I'm gonna give my there's two things. There is the hopeful side of me who wants something, and there is the side of me who kinda is going down on reality and kind of thinking that this is not gonna be what I want. Let's go to the things that I do want, and I dip deep dip down on my so I know they won't happen. First, I think I'm not gonna have like freedom in the game. Since they are going to, for what I read from Volume 4, they said the game would be shut down. That was a little bit of what they said on the spoiler stuff. Which that mean we're going to that same stuff of the end of the world scenario. I think they're gonna restrict the area, like, for just Netsun. You're not gonna be able to go. You're probably gonna be able to go to Makanui and Netlan because it's the area outside of the world, and that is it. So then because of Netlin, you're going to be able to like use all your areas. Now, the thing that I do want, and each second reality starts sinking, each moment that I like finish a promise with someone just to get the check mark on me. I just finished one because I count the numbers they gave me and I count the numbers their characters, and yeah, a match is we not gonna get any more new characters. And well, if this is just if just the end, they just gonna close the gap and close the book, and that I don't believe they should make that. They should like make an entire new volume to that. Shove that on volume 3 and that would be okay. And you would be able to run around with your hyper badass new form in more areas. And that's what I and that's kind of seeing the problem to me here. First, I'm already in max level, so that's gonna be a problem. I already know there's no more above levels, there is no like 200. I'm trying to delay saying because I don't want the reality of what I'm going to say sinking. Because that when the plot of the volume 4 revolved around that, the fact that that not gonna happen is kind of a kick in my nuts. So I do believe that I'm not gonna find even if I release Oven, it's gonna be like the Oven's Return anime Oven, where well nothing fucking happened. It's gonna be that credit scene you go and I'm going to be shoved back from the main menu. And that kind of sucks because well, one of the things that I did want from this was characters that was important during the game who you don't get the member address you would get, and they could do a funfair last tournament on the arena, something like that. Although the arena is not the most important stuff, but would be interesting to have that last stuff of like ending title match. But to that effect, the things that I do like would be Sirius and Taihaku has member address. I don't believe there is any other like distinct characters that existed in the world and would be like points there. But if you know anyone, there is, but I will go to them. So that kind of stuff. I do wish we would have more. I don't know if we'll have. I don't know how volume 4 will go. Second, I do believe the use outside like emails and something will be more prevalent than on the other volumes for the fact that since the game itself is shutting down, they're going to rely on more communication outside. So I'm really kind of want to see like how the world outside react. I want to see the news. I don't believe we're gonna have any more online Jack. I do believe then they're going to skip that out. But I want to see the aftermath, what happened after the network crisis, the news about that. That's going to be an interesting fact. And maybe if that's the case, there will be some hints of what will happen in the game after. Like, if we have any chance to get dot hack, whatever the fuck, volume 1, because we need a new dot hack. But I quite maybe doubt it. Only time will tell. And the biggest thing, and I do have a lot of knowledge, and I know we're not gonna get it, but I deep inside, I know we're not gonna have Owen as a party member, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of a a pinch, a kick. I may be all wrong. Maybe they just throw you back on, like, they throw you back in the world. Is everything fine and everything is okay? There's no problems. Everything that I'm talking is shit. The only thing that I do believe is not bullshit is the fact of the outside world being a little bit more big between like emails and the other stuff on with characters. The reason why I do believe that is, as I said, the end of the word scenario is kind of a point on this. So we're gonna probably see a little bit of hints what CC Corp is doing, because CC Corp, if I don't remember correctly, but there was the move, the other side of the wall, I believe it was the name of the move or something like that. There was passing a little bit on the outside of the world, more, that's almost entirely outside the world. I don't know where it came, but I believe it's already after GU, since Spy is not on CC Corp, and there is a lot of shit going. But that is hopes that I have for Volume 4. Able to access everything. Interesting storyline about the after effect of the internet war crisis, and a little bit of explaining and how CC Corp ended up fucked or not. Over member address, item member address, other important characters throughout the entire game member addresses, and answer who the fuck is Alcova. Things that I do have 100% sure that I'm not gonna get out of this: over member address, item member address, and an explanation what the fuck is Alcova. So you get the idea. So that is it. This was the video, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for watching, and as always there will be other channels and some links on the description for you to check it out. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, and if you want to see what comes next, please do a subscribe. As always, I thank you for watching and see you next video.